Hey, Marina.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I love your t-shirt.
Oh yeah,
You
I
wanna?
got one as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Do
So
you remember
I've
what does
got
that
mine
mean?
as well. I just need to. I'm hidden
Wait,
by my nameplate.
code, commit, deploy, repeat.
And today we actually are in repeat mode, right? So
Yeah.
because this is the second time, and we're gonna repeat what we did last time, but for Android.
Yes, exactly. So what did you do last time? I'm part
Um,
I'm
yeah,
partially
so
asking
what
this.
did you do last time? So let's take a look at that. But
Yeah.
before we do that, let me remind people, so this is a public live stream. We are on the internet. And I don't know, do people still remember the IT crowd where they had this little box and said, this is the internet? So it's not that, but we are live on the internet. So everything that you say on the live chat might be able to be visible for other people. So please be nice and let's be excellent to each other. You can use the live chat to talk to us, and we will have a look at that, and we will try to answer your questions. Let's try to keep the questions on topic. So while we might be able to answer questions about, I don't know, cloud storage, that's not the topic for today. So today it's going to be Android and Firebase in general and Cloud Firestore. With that out of the way, let me see if I can present my screen so we can see what we did last time. And I need to pick the right screen and then switch over to coding. And there we are. And now I need to find my window. All right. And here's my simulator. So last time we built this application and we didn't code it ourselves. We just used Antigravity to vibe code it. And we started with a design that we built in a previous show and then turned it into a product requirements document, pasted that product requirements document into Antigravity, and had it build the thing. And, you know, let's add a new task, build it for Android. And that is high priority for today. And the due date is February 10th. So let's add this. And Marina, I challenge you
No
to
pressure.
kick off this task with the app that you built in, let's say, an hour or so. Are you up to
Okay.
it?
Okay. No pressure at all. Just in 1
Nope.
hour I have to. Great. Awesome. Um, Cool. So yeah, we are on the repeat now, as in we've coded, committed, and deployed Peter's version, and now we're going to repeat and do the same for Android. So I was thinking what I wanted to do today live with everyone here, and I thought last time, do you remember we tried to use Stitch um,
Mhm.
to produce a more iOS version of that brutalist app that we had
Mhm.
built?
Yep.
But because it was on web mode, it seemed to not really pick up what we meant by the native design of iOS and Android. So I
Mhm.
wanted to give it a try um, using the mobile mode in Stitch and see if it can pick up on the different native modes.
Yeah. Sounds
Okay,
great.
shall we start with that then?
Yeah. Do you
Let
want to share
me.
your screen and then I can pull it up on the live stream?
Absolutely. Here.
All right. So I have to play the role that Nohi usually plays on the Firebase After Hours live stream. I can read it, but I'm not sure if people can read the font on their phone. So you might have to increase the font size.
Now I just need to, like, Command Plus doesn't seem to work on this screen. So how do I actually
Oh,
change?
does it not?
No.
You can probably just go through the menu if you go into the, should be in the view menu, I guess. Or is it in the window? Or just go into help and search.
Zoom in should work.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Yeah?
Yep. Let's go with that.
Put one bit more. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know why Command Plus didn't work. It's
that's funny.
As doing view zoom in.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So, okay, we have the Stitch UI here, which then you see we can switch from mobile to app. And this may have been the reason why we didn't get native designs last time. But yesterday, as I was thinking, what do I want to do in that live stream tomorrow? I saw this. Connect Stitch in your AI tools with MCP, which is something that is new. So let's try to do it. I went ahead, I'm not going to lie, and did the setup this morning. So it's very straightforward, for real. It's just like you go into the Stitch settings page and you click Create API Key, and then you can copy it. I chose to not do it live because it's an API key, so I didn't want to show it. And then, yeah, as you go in let's see, Antigravity, for those watching this live who's never done this before, you can go in MCP servers and you can either search through a list of MCP servers that are available here. For example, Firebase has one. Install now. I thought, yeah, uninstall. Okay, so I already have it. And you can manage your MCP servers, which means you can go here. I don't know why I'm getting this error now, but you can go to view raw config, which I'm not going to click because it contains my APIs, but you can add MCPs through this way, through this path as well, which is what you will do to use Stitch. So let's try to see if this works, because I tried this. Yeah.
So let me try to understand this. So that means, so the Stitch app is a web application, and typically you would go in and you would type something in the prompt window, for example, saying build an Android application that is a to-do list app, and then you would hit enter and it would do its work, and after a couple of seconds or a minute or so, you'll get a UI. So that is the way how it normally works. Now with the MCP server, you would do the same, but from Antigravity. Is that right?
Exactly. So you can do the same. Basically, everything that is available here, from creating projects, searching projects, so you can list them in Antigravity, and then maybe editing them as well, which this I haven't tried, and you're going to try together. So this is the brutalist version that we had created. So today I asked on Antigravity, can you create a Make It So project on Stitch? And it created. It's here, but it's empty. So what I want to do now, wait, let me go back here. I really liked the docs for Stitch, because if you go to the reference, you have all the tools here that you can see that are available, and you can have a sense of what your prompt should be like. And in order for us, we want to target this one, which is generate screen from text. And the first thing that we need is the project ID, so it knows in which project it should generate the task. So first thing that I want to do is ask Make It So list my Stitch projects name and project ID. And now we pray to the live demo gods.
So it's now talking to the MCP server, trying to get all your projects. Oh, something's happening. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so it's searching Stitch. Do you have a joke?
Let's see. I could tell the same joke that I told last time. Why do Java developers wear glasses?
Can you believe I actually forgot?
Because they don't see sharp.
They don't see sharp. Yes. I don't know why. My brain keeps trying to find something with Windows when you say that.
Oh,
No
so
resources available.
that's taking a long time.
Yeah. Do you think it may have been impacted by the fact that we are in a project right now? Shouldn't be.
Antigravity server crashed unexpectedly. Well, probably would have to restart it.
Yeah. Let's quit.
I think maybe, yeah. So, you know what's happening to me all of the time? So, I'm the kind of lazy person who stopped typing into their agents and uses voice input. And every couple of minutes, that that input window doesn't accept any paste, right? So I can't and because the tool that I use for talking is not my mouth. it's called Super Whisper, and it pastes the result into anywhere, right? So you can paste it into your document or whatever. So it tries to paste into that input box, but for some reason that input box doesn't accept any paste anymore, and then I need to type. So that's super inconvenient. And then there is a command in Antigravity where you can basically just reload the window. It's you can find it in the command palette saying Command P and then reload window. Maybe that's good enough. Next time it crashes.
Reload. Command P. I want to learn that. And then
I don't know why you don't have the angle bracket. So so now it's searching for files, but if you type an angle bracket, you can type a command.
Angle.
Greater than.
Greater than. Okay.
Yeah, and then reload window. Yeah, the second one, and then it'll just reload the window, and that's it. One of the advantages of being in a tool that's basically just a glorified web browser. All right, but let's see if the MCP server wants to play with us.
Let's see. Oh, it found Stitch.
Nice.
This project.
Oh, no, it's a lot faster.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's even a private project there.
Oh, yeah. You know what? This is because this is the one that I created today, which I'm going to make public to share with you. But this one is already public because we're sharing with each other.
Oh, yeah.
So for everyone online, Stitch still doesn't have an option to share with one person individually. So you either make your project public or private. But even though you make it public, no other person can edit it. So if you want to do some kind of modification, you need to clone that project for yourself.
Yeah.
So this is the project that I created for Make It So. And taking a look at the tools documentation, it says, okay, it requires the project ID, and then the inputs to generate the screen from, and then we can use this to make sure that this time we are generating exclusively for mobile. So telling it explicitly we want this for mobile. Cool. I'm still old-fashioned, so I'm still gonna type. I don't have a nice.
You know what's funny? So I learned touch typing a couple of years ago. So and I got up to 100 words per minute. So and then now just talking is so much faster.
I know. Yeah. I mean, I have only 1 hour to build this. Okay, let's start typing.
Yeah. Sorry for distracting you. I'll keep quiet. I'll just engage with people on the stream. So I'll ask them what their favorite MCP servers are.
On project. project. I think the idea, well, I'm just going to paste the idea as it is. So Stitch generate a screen on project, this ID, for mobile for Android app. I hope it's clear that it's mobile, or maybe not, because it was expecting literally a mobile, I think. Mobile app, Stitch generate a screen.
Yeah, I think, what should happen, I think the model should understand that there is an MCP server and that it has a couple of tools, and then the tools are documented, so it should know which parameters it needs to send, and so it would hopefully understand how to map what you are typing to those parameters, right? So
Yeah,
even if you're not providing the project ID and you're just saying in the project blah blah blah, it would hopefully be able to find that project, right? I mean, it hopefully, if you provide the project ID, that should make things faster because it doesn't have to look up the project ID. But yeah, let's see.
And I know, but now I want to stress test the store. Generate a screen with Stitch on project make so for an Android app. The features for this app are available in the PRD MD file. Do you think that will work?
Ooh, yeah.
Let's try.
Yeah, let's do that. So you're basically pointing it at the file that's in your workspace.
Right here, yes.
And that's the same that we used last time, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see what it can do.
Okay, so yeah, because you didn't add the file, it needs to search it. Yeah.
So it needs to read the PRD to understand the app features, generate screen Stitch for make it a project, report generated screen details to user. Yes. Okay. I've analyzed the PRD and extractor. I'm now proceeding to generate the screen using Stitch with the project's ID. Let's see if the ID is correct. 7331. Yep.
Nice. Cool. Okay, so can you expand the details? That's one of my favorite features.
Yes.
Seeing the model think.
See, it got device type, as you said. And then it's saying the prompt, create a native Android task management screen for Make It So app following material design guidelines. I love this.
So, and now I am so curious, can we watch in Stitch as it builds the thing? Or will we only see the final result?
Oh, God. Wait. No, that was the previous one. Why is Make It So?
I don't know. Maybe it renamed it?
Well, it shouldn't. But I think so. Yeah, this is the one that is generating. Look.
Yeah.
To be honest, this is pretty Androidy.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I love it.
I love it. Honestly love it. Let's go back to Antigravity. I guess it's thinking.
Okay, yeah, so the task list dashboard. Yeah, that is why I think it probably renamed the whatever this is called in Stitch, the artboard, to the main screen.
Yeah, task list dashboard. Right. Is there anything else you'd like me to do? But then I can't see them here. Which, like, if I'm using an MCP, would be very useful to be able to do just everything here.
You mean the screen design?
The design, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably ask, right? You can probably say, hey, can you show me the screen design? So do you remember last time I told you that I use Flowdeck in order to communicate between Antigravity and my simulator? And one of the things that, if it works, which unfortunately last time it didn't really work, what it can do is it can drive the simulator, and it can touch and type into the simulator to go to places in your application, and then take screenshots and use those screenshots to verify if what it thought it was going to implement actually meets the requirements. So, and if you do that in Antigravity, it will actually show you the screenshots.
Oh.
So that's why I think
That
it should be
able to do the same.
Yeah. So wow.
I need to
Looking.
It's downloading.
That is wild. So it's literally using curl to download the stuff.
To download the file to display to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but there you go.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. Well, can I have a little bit of like less flaky? All right.
Yeah, but that's really nice.
Yeah, it's very good.
I love the design. I mean, it's
fresh
and modern, and it displays all the information. Yeah.
Cool. Should we proceed with that?
Yeah, let's do that. I think we should. So there is maybe one thing that is missing, and that is adding a new task. So we could either iterate on that now, or we could have it implement this first and then iterate on this later on.
Yeah, and also, if we are going to, okay, it has a search, has a menu, because we said that this is the very MVP, and calendar and projects feature would not be on our MVP, right?
Mm-hmm. True.
Okay.
But maybe it's adding this as a kind of teaser, saying, this is coming soon or something like that.
Oh, I like it. And then when people click on there is like coming soon.
Yeah, exactly. So if let's go ahead and let it implement that. And then while it's doing that, I've got a question for you. So let's kick this off first, and then.
Okay, but wait, you said it was missing something. The delete, you said?
Sorry, who said it's missing?
I thought you said there was something missing on this design.
Oh, I said adding a new item is missing. Oh, because it literally just designed this. Well, I mean, it's not missing. It's implied because there is the plus button, but it didn't generate the screen for entering a new task.
Got it.
Or maybe it did, and we went away from Stitch too fast.
No, I think it's only that. Would you like to generate that first?
You know what's interesting? It says, would you explore a dark version of the UI? I want to see how a dark version of that UI looks like. Even darker.
Look at this suggested reply here, Peter.
Yep. I
think it was listening to you.
No, it's the other way around. I said it because I saw it there.
Oh, got it. See, you could have just pretended that AI like very close friends, and you just listen to this. Yeah.
A friend of mine once told me that they went shopping somewhere in London, and then when they went home, their Facebook profile or their Facebook stream showed them all sorts of ads for the product that they just bought, and they were like, "You can't tell me that they are not listening." And I was like, "Well, I'm guessing that you somehow searched for the product, and now they're just using cookies to know what you did."
I am on your friend's side, because I swear to you that sometimes I say things and I do not search them, but I see ads for that thing. And sometimes I will do it on purpose and be like, oh, I need a dress. And then I'll get some, like, just close to my phone, like, oh, no, I need a dress. And magically, I'll get the dress in my ads next day.
Right. All right. So oh, nice. There it is. What needs to be done?
And it is also adding subtasks. I think this one, well, this can be another feature that we're just going to prompt like, haha, coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon. Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Good. So let's go back to Antigravity. And now we're going to say the following. Let me open the PRD and it's a big font. I hope everyone can read it.
Yeah, it's nice. It is true what Nohi says. If it's uncomfortably big for you, people will be able to read it just fine.
Yeah, it is very uncomfortably big, but I'll do it for everyone in the live stream. Okay, so just to refresh everyone's mind about what we created last week. So Make It So is a productivity application designed to help users capture and complete tasks efficiently. So a to-do list application. And we are building the MVP, which is basically CRUD operations. You need to be able to create, read, update, and delete these items, which for now are they only have a due date and a priority and a title and a description. So the most like MVP that you can have. We also specified that Android users should feel at home with material design patterns, and iOS users should be at home interacting with standard Apple interface elements. So here are all the operations that we need to be able to perform in task management and to make sure that the user experience is loyal to that native platform. We specified a few things. They are native from each platform. For example, iOS using standard navigation stacks, back buttons with text, and some other things. And then Android, physical gesture for back button. So just doing that. Potentially a floating action button, which it did, amazing. And standard toolbars. And of course, material design. The list should be a clean vertical list. And then we have a little bit about the technical architecture and the data model. So we are storing everything in Firestore. Raise your hand if you know what Firestore is. It's our NoSQL database in Firebase. And these things in Firestore are stored in collections, and then we have documents inside collections. They're kind of like a JSON structure. And this is the pattern that we're using. So the collection is going to be called tasks, and then you're going to have a random document ID. That is the ID for each task, basically each document in that collection. And we're using authentication, Firebase authentication, to make sure that users are signed in so they can see their own tasks. This is very important for authentication and authorization, so we cannot skip that. And we're using anonymous authentication here. Is that correct? I don't see it here anywhere, but I think we used anonymous auth for a good user experience.
I think we said that we were going to use anonymous auth. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's funny? So if you look at the styling, a section above, it says Android material, and for iOS it says Cupertino. So for some reason it was kind of assuming that we're going to use Flutter, I guess.
Where is that?
Line 63.
Oh yeah, here. Yep. Okay, and that's it. That's our requirement document.
That's easy.
So, yeah. So let's ask Antigravity to implement this app on the PRD using the screens generated on stage as reference for the main dashboard and the Add New Task screen. Easy.
I'm so curious if it'll be able to implement that. I'm super curious.
Me too. I think for me, I'm more on the scared side than the curious. Let's do it regardless. Okay, so I've created an Android folder. Create an Android app inside this folder named Make It So that follows the requirements on the PRDMD file. Use the screens generated with Stitch on the Make It. Oh, now the project name changed, right? So that's when the ID comes in handy because the ID doesn't change. Oh, and we do have screen IDs. So how about, let me do something. Let me do copy.
I mean, shouldn't it? So I get you. So I think I understand that you would rather use the IDs, but don't you think that Antigravity has noticed that the project has changed?
I do. Yeah. Okay. So let's just rename it. It's still that name, right? It didn't change now that we know. I don't know. It's been changing names left, right. I don't know. Use the screens generated with Stitch on the. Why is it not? Okay, task list dashboard. On the task list dashboard project as reference for the UI. That's it.
Yep.
Let's see.
Sounds good. Well.
Okay, we need a lot
no
of
typos. Well done.
No typos. Yeah. You see, that's what happens when you keep typing everything, Peter.
Yep. It's also funny because sometimes a tool will misunderstand what I'm saying, and then it will understand the most hilarious words, and then the model does something, and you're like, "What is happening?" And then you look at what the prompt was, and you're like, "Oh no."
Sorry, I missed you because I was clicking on the run. Can you repeat the last bit?
Oh, I said that my tool, the voice transcription tool, sometimes misunderstands what I'm saying, and then when you don't notice, because the quality typically is really good, so it's like 99% perfect, but sometimes it's not perfect, and so I don't pay that much attention to if what it transcribed actually is correct. But sometimes it's incorrect, and then the model does weird things, and you're like, "What are you doing on Earth?" And then you look at the prompt, and there is a completely wrong word.
That happens a lot to me. Not when I'm doing, because I type on my computer, right? But it has happened with me to use the Google Home Assistant.
Yep.
And I'm talking to it, and it doesn't understand a few things that I ask. It has happened a lot with asking music on Spotify, but I think that's because of my accent, and sometimes it just doesn't pick up on my accent. There was one time that locating says Gradle files. Allow directory to access. I think it's going to the wrong. It's going to the wrong GitHub project.
Oh, why is that?
Locating source Gradle waiver files for scaffolding.
Oh,
so
it's pointing. That is interesting.
Yeah. Should I deny?
Yeah, I think. But why is it trying to go there? I mean, like, you are in this folder.
Yeah, and I told you I've created an Android folder here.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and now it's trying to analyze.
into the Notes app.
Is it just trying to copy source? Is it just trying to understand the file? Why has it gone to a different? This has never happened before with me.
So yeah, I would probably, I mean, yeah, you don't want it to go there. So what I would try is maybe press the stop button and then say, please put the code into the @Android folder, and then provide the tag the Android folder that we can see in the left.
Okay, but like rerun the.
No. Just add a new prompt. Please put the source code into the @Android folder, and then just make sure that this is the one that we see on the left.
Into the.
No, I would actually say, use the @ sign to actually tag that.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
@Android. Why can't that is wild? Why can't it see it?
It's literally in there.
Yeah.
Okay, but it is creating things, I think. No.
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, okay, so maybe your approach would work as well. So just say make it so /Android.
So finishing what I was about to say, I once asked Google Home Assistant. I wanted to ask Google Home Assistant for something. Myra, my friend, has the recording of that specific day because it was just too funny. I was saying, "Hey Google," and it just couldn't understand that I said Google, and I don't know what's wrong. It just would ignore me for like 2, 3, and the video is actually funny because it's just me being like, "Hey Google, hey Google, hey Google," like trying any kind of accent that might be picked up. So yeah, it happens, especially if you have accents, which is a beautiful thing. Accents are beautiful. Where are your so we have a few nice things on the chat.
Yeah, so let's look at these. So do you use skills in Antigravity to improve or assist the code? So I don't know if you have skills in Antigravity right now, Marina.
I don't, but you were literally talking about the skills when the streaming ended last week. So
yeah, so I've got a bunch of skills in my Antigravity, or in my projects typically. So to teach the model about Swift UI, and also to connect it to FlowDeck, which is the tool that I use to launch from Antigravity onto my simulator and stuff like that. And it's pretty useful. I've also got a skill for helping us with all our YouTube videos. So I can just point it at a YouTube video and say, can you please generate the chapters for this video? And that's been pretty useful. And I assume once we know how this is going, we might want to create a skill for Android development as well.
Yeah. I got to learn from you how to create good skills. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I think it's complicated. So somebody once said, all your skills are rubbish because people just create skills and then they hope the best. And what that person said was, you need to verify if they're doing what you expect, right? You basically need to run an eval to say, okay, do the thing on this code base that I know, and then analyze if what you did actually was the thing that I expected to happen. So that's probably something that you should do if you want to create a really good skill. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. It's literally just a markdown file.
Noi says sometimes he gives up and starts a new agent.
Yep, me too.
It's the old same thing, like just pull the plug. I put on the plug.
Don't do that, Marina.
I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that, but it's the equivalent, When I was a kid, I remember all the time my dad and mom saying, like, just remove from the plug for absolutely everything you can think of. Just pull from the plug and it will fix it. And most of the time, it did fix that.
Yeah, exactly. So work trees. Have you used work trees, Marina?
Work trees?
Git work trees.
No.
No? You should. They're so good. So basically, you know when you work in a project and you're working on a feature, you are in a branch and you're in the middle of something, and then your colleague walks past and says, "Hey, can you please, fix this typo over here real quick?" And then you're like, well, now I got to stash everything that I worked on, switch back to main, create a new branch, fix that typo, commit it, push to the repository, get that pull request merged, get back to main, pull, then go back to my branch, and so on and so forth. Or you could stash.
Pull and pray that that typo has no kind of conflict that you have to solve, and then go from there.
Exactly. So, and Git work trees, basically, it's not unlike you checking out the same project into a separate folder, right? So I've done this before, right? I've checked out the project into parallel folders so I could work on different things, and then each of those folders were different branches. And Git work trees just implement this natively in Git. So you can basically just say, create me a new work tree from whichever branch or from whichever commit you want, and then it will create a new folder, and you've got the entire project sitting in that folder from that origin, so from that branch, for example. And then you can switch into that folder, do your work, and then you don't have to stash or anything. So it's super useful.
Oh.
So I did that yesterday. Yesterday, I had two agents running at the same time, each one in their separate work tree, and it worked beautifully because they didn't step on each other's toes. So what's going on there? Is everything fine, or is it trying to go into a directory that it shouldn't?
No, now it's actually being on the CDR make it so directories, but for some reason the build failed. Well, it's still generating. Android SDK build tools and running build.
Also, Noe said that we triggered his Google Home.
Oh, really? Well, at least one of us, because mine literally chose not to listen to me. When you have a cat and you can see, or a dog, and you can see the little ears moving when they hear you, but you just choose to ignore. It's kind of what happened. But back to Git trees, you say, right? Work tree.
Work trees. Yep.
I will give that a try tomorrow because I really like that work tree.
And there is so VS Code has support for work trees, so you can just say, I want a new work tree. It's the built-in integration is not ideal, so it behaves in a way that I find a little bit unexpected. So today I found another plugin that specifically supports work trees. I think it was the first or second most popular work tree extension that I found on the marketplace. Okay. And it does exactly what I wanted. So it has an overview screen that shows you all your work trees. And when you say, I want to open a work tree, it will open the work tree in a new window. And if you tap on the list of all the work trees, it will switch to the respective window where the work tree is open. So it's perfect.
Can you send the link for that?
Of course, yeah. And I'll probably just paste it into the chat.
Yeah, because more people may be interested.
Exactly. Git work tree manager, that's the name. So let me get there should be some way to get the link, right? Copy link.
There is a comment on the chat that yes, Antigravity is definitely great. However, it needs more development, especially in terms of native Android development. I would like to see developed to the point where it can replace Android Studio. So I don't think it's a matter of. I agree with you. There are things that us as Android developers need support on, but I don't think a replacement is necessary. I think Android Studio also has great features and great things of its own. So what I've been doing is generating stuff with Android or with Antigravity, and then when I need, I just switch to Android Studio, which I literally have opened here right now on that same folder, and then just going from there here. I know it's not ideal. I know if the goal is to have everything on one IDE, you're still switching back and forth. But I don't find it as bad of an experience as you would expect. I'm very used. I don't know if I'm too attached to Android Studio from being on it since like 10 years ago. I'm like, please don't replace it. I like it.
So I haven't used Android Studio for real work in a long time, but I remember it used to be pretty slow and cumbersome in the past. So what's your experience? Has it improved a lot?
Oh, a lot, yes. When I started building the first app that I built, I was on the second year. Jesus Christ, the second year of isn't it horrible when you think back that when you joined college and it's been more than a decade? I don't know. Yeah. Is it university or college in Germany? Because I never know.
It's uni. So
Yeah,
you go to school until year 13, and then you go to uni.
Okay, cool. Wait, let me first click on the link that you sent on the channel because I want to have the link here. Yeah, so in Brazil it's uni as well. So I was on the second year and I joined university in 2013. Is that right? Version year. Let's see what Android Studio version was. Yeah, so wow. So Android Studio was launched, the first version, in 2013. And my first time building with it was 2014. The second year was in university. So it was
brand new.
Brand new. It was like the very and I remember trying to build with it because back in the day there was no like such thing as a mobile class in the university that I was doing. So I kind of had to learn it by myself. And yeah, it has evolved so much. Android Studio is a completely different platform from when we started, with so many more support. It has integration even to Firebase. It has integrations to everything. And speaking of Android Studio, I was reading this yesterday as well, which I will paste the link in the chat in case someone wants it in the live stream. But these are the list of features that were launched now in January, so just a couple weeks ago. And there are a lot of new things. I didn't have enough time to test all of these things yet. But if we do have time today, which I hope we do, I would like to test this specifically because it looks so cool. It's like you can use the agent mode to the AI actions in the agent mode to ask to fix to use a tool called Fix All UI Check. And this tool basically will tell you, like, search for all UI common problems, even like accessibility issues, which is super important to not miss, right? And then suggest fixes for those things. So I really want to try that out. Let me paste the link in our live stream. So if you are an Android developer and you haven't yet checked all these new things launched in Android Studio, it's one more reason why I love Android Studio so much. Like, it always keeps evolving. As I said, like 2014 to now, it's a completely different platform. So
yeah, and I mean, so when you said Android Studio was launched in 2013, I thought, oh, what did they use before? And then it took a while until I remembered before you used Eclipse, didn't you?
Eclipse, yes. Well, I wasn't in mobile development by then, but I used Eclipse for everything that the university teachers would ask me to do. Like every school, every uni project would be straight in Eclipse. So I would say Android Studio was probably the first IDE that I installed after Eclipse.
And so, fun story, some of the people who worked on Eclipse, like Erich Gamma, now were the founding members of VS Code.
Oh, really? The same person, the same people involved with Eclipse?
Yep. So I remember, so everybody was still like using Eclipse, and it was the thing. And then at one conference, somebody said, "Oh, did you hear some of the folks at IBM? They are moving to Microsoft to work on a JavaScript-based IDE." And everybody's like, "Man, you gotta be crazy if you want to build an IDE in JavaScript."
JavaScript, yeah.
Yeah. But, see where we are.
What is the status? I wanted, like, how popular is Eclipse still?
Oh, I don't know.
And why is this project failing over and over again? Let me...
Maybe, I don't know, maybe Android Studio is trying to make... to help? To help in air quotes?
So I do... it doesn't really can't even find a configuration to run this app. Let me close and open again. Exit.
So, do you think we would be able to run the project from inside Antigravity?
Probably. I think there are skills that we can use to launch it here. But then it would launch an external emulator.
Yeah, for sure. But because I see that it is using Gradle a lot, and can't you use Gradle to launch the emulator as well? I mean, it's literally just a command, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's see if it... Come on. Open. Let's open this.
So is this your new MacBook Air that we see?
Wait, what? Sorry?
Is this is all of this running on your new MacBook Air?
This is all running in my new MacBook Air. It isn't even warm. Impressive.
Okay, not bad.
Not bad. Okay, so something is going on. It's not being able to build. Okay, so it's important Gradle project. Let's wait a little bit. It's important.
So did it finish generating, or what's happening in Antigravity?
It is, I think, stuck in a loop of trying to build it and trying to fix this, and you see, and it's just not moving forward. So I want to see. Okay.
Ooh.
If you could do...
Possible solutions. Oh, wow.
That's the reason why you cannot sync the project. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stop. Okay, I'm going... Just stay there. It has...
Unfortunately, I can't really help.
I know. No, I'm going to accept these changes. And what we're going to do now is we're going to ask these two. How can I fix? Let's see if it has more minimum compatible with Gradle versions. fix. Can you fix the build error?
You're very polite, Marina.
I wasn't even that polite. Usually I put a please. Agent mode requires context sharing. You can turn it on settings to use AI. Settings.
Okay, so now for this feature, we need to turn on agent mode in Android Studio, right?
Yes. Okay, settings to use AI. But it was already on, so.
So I think there is some documentation for agent mode. So for everybody who's interested, I'm going to paste that into the chat.
Yeah, that is it. Can you fix the build error? It just needed context from this project. So what I did is that I granted access for project. So what I did now in the settings is I just used the checkbox that says allow this for all projects, because anything dangerous here.
Well, hopefully it understands that you don't want it to look into all of your projects while it's trying to fix this issue.
No, I don't think that's the case. Okay.
Okay, so
working on it.
All right, so it's got the same error apparently.
Yeah, and it's generating a response.
See, that is one of the things that when I used to work on Android, I always had the impression, you spend half of your time trying to fix Gradle.
My God, the amount of time in my life I've spent fixing Gradle. But today, I swear the live demo gods were not in my favor, because it's been a while that I hadn't done. Oh, wait. Okay, so it has a proposed change now. Let me expand this a little bit. Which is to use the correct distribution here. So let's accept this.
Okay. So do you think that Antigravity hallucinated the version?
Potentially.
Because that happens all of the time, right? So for example, today I was working in Gemini, the chat application, and I said, hey, can you please put together a proposal? And that proposal included some Gemini stuff. And then it said, oh, a very cool thing that you can do is to use Gemini 1.5 Flash.
Yeah. I got the same thing today while doing a different task, but I think that's knowledge cutoff, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is where the skills come in, right? Because in the skill, you could say, whatever you think, please be aware that your knowledge is outdated, and here is what is actually state of the art, right? So for example, in one of my skills, I have a line that says, whatever you think, Xcode 26 does exist. iOS 26 does exist. It is not some fabrication. It is actually the current version, because every time you have something, even if you have an existing piece of code that works and you say, well, can you work on this? It's always going to say, oh, I noticed that you are saying that there is Xcode 26. That's obviously fake. So I'm just going to change that to Xcode 18 or 16 and iOS 18. And I'm like, no, please don't.
Please don't. Come on. What happened now? It has been stopped. Why?
I mean, I can still see you and hear you, so your internet is still live.
Yeah, okay. So I honestly don't know. I'm waiting for it to build again. I was going to say something. It's very hard to be on a live stream talking to someone and being the one that's showing the screen
I know.
Accepting things and reading things.
I know. So is it still doing something? Oh yeah, I can see the the progress bar
it's here waiting
vibrating.
for to finish. Yeah. But yeah, knowledge cutoff is definitely a problem, and it's sometimes it can lead to very funny answers, like this one about I'm very sure that this this iOS version does not exist.
Yeah.
There was one that I saw once. I don't know what was the AI model, but it was something someone who shared this conversation with an AI model asking where a certain gym was based on the gym picture to see if it could like basically find it. Do you remember that one?
I remember.
And the AI model was like, "This gym is in blah 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 city." The person was like, "No, this is my friend's gym, and he sent me this picture from blah 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 city." And the AI literally said, "I understand why you would believe your friend, but he's not." I can't do that.
Yeah.
Funny. Okay, so it's downloading stuff now. So it's progressed from the last step that it was before. So it was not stuck on that error. So it's downloading like
Yeah. Nice.
the libraries. Please,
I'm pretty sure the code works fine. It's just, getting all the bits and pieces into place.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So in the beginning of the stream, when I created the new task in my iOS application and said, I challenge you to implement the application and then check this off on the Android application, I completely forgot that we have authentication in place. So it wouldn't even work, right? Because this task was created with an anonymous account that I created on my device, and you'll have a separate one on your device. So you won't see my data, which is the whole point of it, right?
Yeah. Unless we don't have any security rules in place. So anyone that is authenticated can pull all the to-do items. So basically we authenticated but not authorized to pull that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Come on, Gradle. I want to have something else to play with while I do that, but everything relies on having this app so I can test the UI and play around and do run the tool to get accessibility issues.
Yeah.
But here's one thing that I'm going to promise. If we don't have time to run that tool today, for the next time that we run the Android one, for whatever next feature we decide to build, I am going to go over the new shiny tools that the Android Studio agent has, so we can see what's new in there.
Yeah. I'm interested. It's playing around with tools is one of my favorite things to do, and see what you can do with them, and it's exciting, right? So I remember when I used Eclipse, they had these really nice release notes where they wouldn't just say, "Oh, we have added this new feature to the JDT, the Java Development Toolkit tooling," but they would have screenshots and animated videos to show the thing in action, and it was always so good. And they taught you all about the keyboard shortcuts. And to this day, I feel like these were some of the best release notes that I've ever seen, because they were so engaging and visual, and made it really easy to grasp what's new and get you excited to try it out.
Yeah, I saw one keynote style on the Android stage of Google I/O about 3 years ago, where they just did it live. Every new thing that was launching on Android Studio, they had a code base that they would just playing around and showing this live on stage. It wasn't video, it wasn't, pre-recorded, even though these ones work very well as well, because the idea is to get you excited, right? So as long as you can see that visually, it's very appealing. But in that case, there was also like that little bit of nervousness added to, like, oh my god, what if it breaks? And
Yeah.
it was very, very engaging. I remember paying attention to every minute of that presentation. Yeah. So lesson learned. Next time I'll have a video prepared just to I'm gonna close all this stuff and come on, why is it waiting? Why is it taking so long?
Oh, well, that seems to have helped. Or did you scroll up?
I scrolled up. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, give you fake hopes. Let me do this.
Is there? I mean, is there another log output where we can see what's going on, or is what? Oh, build interrupted. Oh no.
No, AI response has been stopped. I'm going to restart and give it one last try. Yes, let's proceed with project closing.
I remember that we had a similar situation on After Hours, right? Where you had to restart the agent.
Oh wait, yeah.
Oh no. Well, we'll just try again.
Yeah, but I honestly think something happened on my machine that it was just hanging in there forever, not changing anything. So let's report problem. Let's hope the. Oh, nice! I can't report. It's so frozen that even the reporting thing is frozen. Do you see what I mean? I think my machine is about to die.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's very frozen.
Maybe it's actually the machine is probably throttling.
Yeah, everything.
But now it's gone. No.
Yep.
But can you kill it if you get the activity monitor Command Option Escape?
Yeah, can you remind me the shortcut for that?
Yep, Command Option Escape.
Escape. No. Why are not even my commands working today? No. Worked.
Oh, there it is.
First quit. Okay. Let's try it again, shall we?
Let's do it. Well, at least the emulator starts up really quick.
Yeah. It's just connected to my Pixel phone, so it just.
Oh, that's fine.
Exactly. Okay, so it's importing the project. That is so sad.
Oh, okay, so down there. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Here, make it so good. Yeah, the feedback is not screaming on your face.
Yeah, it's pretty subtle.
But we can open it here and see the things that are being downloaded. So see, it's downloading the Gradle 8.5, which was when we got the error last time. So let's take some time.
Oh, yep.
Please.
All right. Things are happening.
Yes. Yes, I think Andrea's pseudo had just frozen in time. Okay. Things are happening.
But I actually think that maybe because you run Android Studio, which is already quite resource hungry, and then you're streaming your screen.
And I had many Chrome tabs open.
Oh, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your also your camera. So that's a lot of work to do for your machine. So maybe your poor MacBook Air is overloaded with that, and it started throttling. You said it's not even warm, and I think that's the thermal design of the machine. So it'll basically say, well, I don't want to get warm, so I'll just go slow.
Yeah. To be honest, now it is starting to get warm. Now that you said that, but I mean, it probably had started before. I just didn't notice. But yeah, I think now it's
okay. So let's see.
Use Android Studio in the command line. Okay, build successful.
What? Nice. Let's run it.
Wait, it's still running.
Or what does build successful mean in this case?
It built the app. Wait, okay, we got a phone to run it. Are we all ready?
All that counts is that we make it so by the end of the stream, Marina.
Exactly. Cool. So let me now change to the running devices. Everyone is now seeing my real pixel. And this is where we're going to run. We shouldn't.
I love that it's color-coded to your shirt.
It is, right? I hadn't noticed that until now. So next time, if I show up with a blue one, I have to change my background and stuff.
I mean, there is blue in the background as well, but not very much.
Yeah, I've set the standards now.
So what's happening now? It's building again.
Building. Yeah. It's building.
let's do one more build for good measure.
I saw you holding your iOS, the persona, holding back to not do any more comments. You're like,
No, I'm. So the iOS simulator used to be a lot faster than it is nowadays. I don't know why. Probably it just got so much more features, but yeah.
Just have to wait again. Okay, so let me see one thing. We have while it's building, we have our project here, and we do have auth. Yes, okay. We have auth and Firestore for now. What do you think? Starting to think about next steps for the next episode. What would you consider to be the next step?
I mean, so far we can add new items. We can check them off. I mean, so there are a couple of things. One of them might be attachments. So uploading images and then storing them in cloud storage, for example. Or we could think about some AI features. For example, we could say, I am planning a party. Please help me plan the task that I need to do in order to do that. Or we could go wild and say, let's implement lists or invite people. But inviting people requires lists.
Yeah, exactly. So naturally, I think lists would be the next one maybe, or AI, because storage is a good thing. I think having images on to-do lists, any kind of files actually would be very useful. But thinking with I may be very naive, like just thinking about myself here, but I use way more, like it's more useful for me to share lists with people than to have files enabled for my to-do lists. And it's even more useful to have AI helping me figure out what I need. If the task is big, it just breaks it down, right? So it makes it easier to visualize. So I would go with AI or lists next.
I mean, so if we take AI and we say, hey, help me break down a task into sub-steps, that if you do that without having lists, it would work, because you could say, well, just add them to the main list or to the bucket, essentially. And while that's not bad, it would quickly clutter your list of things, right? So it feels like supporting lists definitely is something that is super useful. So, and once we have lists, the AI feature would make a lot more sense, because you could say, I want to plan a party, and then it creates the list and adds all the subtasks just to that list.
Yes. And if I'm thinking, oh wow, okay, built. We're gonna get that soon. And then, yeah, if we have lists and AI can create like lists of things. We can even assign like, okay, so to plan a party, we need someone that is doing all the food, someone that is doing decoration, someone that is doing that, and then we can share that with the responsible people for that, like manage the party. But then
so you mean you could share the list with all the people who organize the party and then assign tasks to individual people.
Exactly.
That sounds like a very nice feature. Yeah, I think we should do that next.
Cool.
So 12 more minutes, 11 more minutes.
Okay, we can do it. So first, I think I am on light mode. So let me put dark theme and see if the app will respond to that, because I think maybe, yeah, so now it's closer to, you can see that? It's closer to head there. Yeah.
That is actually pretty close to how the original design looked like.
Right.
Minus the fab, but I assume that is because your theme, right?
Yeah, potentially. And the plus is not really leading to the creating. Like the clicks don't really have actions at the moment, which also reminds me, we didn't ask. I mean, in the PRD, it was said that we wanted to use Firestore, but because it ran without crashing and I don't have a JSON file, I'm guessing it did not at Firebase. So I have to do it manually, and then just do, not manually, but like I need to connect to add the JSON file here, but then ask Antigravity to just do the wiring behind the scene.
Yeah, but do you so can we take a look at the code that it produced?
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
like, do you think that it produced any Firebase stuff at all?
I don't think, because it's supposed to crash if we don't have a JSON file, right? So if you have Firebase in your project and you don't have a JSON file, it's supposed to crash, and it didn't. So, but let's see. I want to open build Gradle first and see if they have the Firebase bill of materials. Yeah, no Firebase bill of materials. But again, let's remember that I stopped Antigravity's execution.
Oh yeah, true.
So that probably would have been.
What we can do is, so maybe to help with the performance, you could quit Android Studio, and then we could go back into Antigravity, and in the remaining 9 minutes or so, see if we resume Antigravity over there and say, hey, can you please continue and see if it produces the code. How's that?
Okay, that's cool. Let's quit here. Let's stop the emulator. Let's quit. Yes. And then we can open Antigravity again. Agent currently loading. Creating an Android app is where we were at. And then I stopped it and I'm gonna say, I fixed the Gradle problem for you.
I love how we all are, low-key aggressive to our models.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to be helpful
No,
here.
you're trying to be nice.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Keep doing your thing. Keep working on the app and adding Firebase to it. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, but the interesting thing is, so it just scrolled out of view, but at the very top of the chat, we could just see that it said, that the build finished successful, and I'm wrapping up and letting the user know that the project is ready. See at the very top?
What?
So still a bit. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Right?
no, it did not happen. It did not happen. We have proof. This is being recorded, this video.
I know. But can you, if you, sorry, if you scroll back up to that position,
yeah,
and then I think it said something about the tasks MD file. So what happens if you click on the task MD file, and then can we see, because it should say what it was planning to do. Oh,
yeah.
Look at that. So yeah, so it was an intermediate step, right? So what you said, was what happened, right? You said, hey, it tried to build, and then you stopped it, so it wasn't able to finish the entire task list. Yeah.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me open the implementation plan that it has now, which is missing the Google JSON file. I cannot generate this file. So yeah, let's just do it quickly, shall we? So on the build Gradle and the app folder, because we do have two, I can use this, and then I go here, project overview, add app, Android. Nice. Okay, so let me put this here. What happened to the here? So let me get the Finder. My Finder disappeared.
Yeah, just like mine.
New Finder. Okay. Downloads, Google Services JSON, of course, with the append one, because how many Google Services JSON files we download daily?
How many do you need? Yes.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to get the JSON file, go back to Antigravity, and then I'm going to paste it in the app folder. Paste. So it's right here. We don't need to show that. Where's the implementation plan? Right. So I've added the JSON file, and now it wants to, yes, add all the dependencies to both Gradle files, add the build of materials for Firebase. So we don't use KTX anymore. So Firebase doesn't, you can, I'm just gonna say use Firebase auth and Firebase Firestore instead. And yeah, Okay. Are we ready?
Yep, let's do it. 4 more minutes. Easy. I mean, we can stay longer. I can stay longer, but I don't want to keep you.
No, it's okay. I can stay a couple minutes longer. And because you made me nervous, instead of sending the comment on the KTX, I just press send. So
Oh,
now it's going to go
sorry.
KTX. So good.
It would still work, right?
Yeah. I want to install this extension, but I'm not going to do it now because God knows
No,
what's
not now.
It's going to go fly out the window if I do that.
Is that a Portuguese saying? It flies out the window?
No, as in like it's going to take flight because I'm going to start hearing the, you know. Not a Portuguese saying.
You know how in English you say to fly off the handle. I mean, it's a completely different meaning, but you know, I've that is one of my favorite terms, to fly off the handle.
Fly off the handle. I don't know this one.
So let me. I think it's to completely lose your temper.
Come on, Antigravity.
Yeah, aus der Haut fahren. So so you want to hear what's the German equivalent of it? Aus der Haut fahren. It literally means to exit out of your skin.
Oh, wow.
Right? So basically, you're like somehow in comics, you see that, right?
Yeah.
They're so mad that the outline stays and then they're in a different place. So that's to fly off the handle.
I like that.
Wow. I see lots of engineering happening. So it said something about dependency injection. Wow.
Yeah.
So now,
okay. Model support. Find build of Firebase integration. Okay. Firebase integration build.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if it can launch it from there, right? Because that would be
I would try
quite
to ask
nice.
it to launch, yeah.
Continuing to monitor Firebase integration build.
Oh, checking build status. What is it generating now?
I mean, it's really wild, right? I mean, if you think back to where we were 1.5 years ago, or maybe 2 years ago, and you'd have to go back and forth between a chat window and your IDE to copy code and error messages back and forth to make something happen. And now everything's happening magically. But in the end, it's literally, copy and pasting stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah. With an amazing speed, unbelievable speed.
Yeah. So for next episode, what I'm thinking is, I mean, we'd probably need to talk a little bit about the data model and how we set up the list and stuff like that. And I wonder how we can do that, right? So, you know, it would be nice to have some sort of sketch, some sort of drawing board that we can use to do that. Do you have any suggestions?
Nothing that comes to mind right now, but I'm pretty sure we can find some cool software to do that.
I mean, we could start in, you know, Google Slides, for example, you know, to draw stuff. Or I don't know, does Jamboard still exist?
I don't think it does. I mean, I think it does, but it's stopped like being, you know, new features.
Google Jamboard is winding down.
Winding down, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, we could probably use something like Google Slides. And then I've seen lots of posts about mermaid diagrams, which are just ASCII art diagrams. And maybe that is something that we can then use, so we can export our slides somehow and then turn them into mermaid diagrams and then teach them into the model.
Yeah.
And then we could start from there.
Yep. That's a good idea. Scully Draw, someone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice idea. Yeah, Xcali Draw. I heard good things about it.
I'm going over it. Oh, yeah. I think we talked about it at some point, Peter, you and I.
Maybe.
Well, we talked about.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. Oh, yeah, it's really nice. Can you?
Okay, so it seems like my dear friend Antigravity is
still working.
Yeah. So let's give it maybe just 2 more minutes, like 37:35, and if it doesn't complete, I'm just gonna commit the Firebase code when it's ready. But I'm glad that we got Stitch working on Antigravity. We created a project, we create designs that match what we wanted, not only app-wise, but platform-wise. And we got a pretty good result. We tested the agent mode on Android Studio, fixing problems and changing Gradle versions. And the app actually launched and on my device, and we got to see it. I mean, it's not yet doing any operations on the database, but the app exists, and we just need to wire it to Firebase.
Yeah, let's see if it build fails in 2 seconds. Well,
I wonder why now. With an exception. Compilation error. Well,
it's now trying to recover.
I think so. Okay, build successful.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let's give it a try.
Okay. Why is it still thinking? I just wanted to updating Firebase integration.
It wants to wrap up, Marina. It wants to, you know what models do. They will tell you, I've done a really good job, and would you like me to implement this other thing here as well?
Exactly.
Nice.
Okay, so it did this. Let's ask launch an Android emulator so I can try the app.
Nice. Well, if that works, we'll count it as we made it so.
Yes, we made it so. If it doesn't, I still think, oh. Oh. The user must run a web. I'm checking for available Android emulators in the system. If one is found, I will launch it and then I'll start it.
And also, why did it build so much faster here? Do you remember when we were in Android Studio and you opened the project and it took a long while to open the project and said build complete, and then you ran it and it was like, let me build that again. And it took again like a long time, and now it was just 27 seconds.
Yeah, so there is a problem here, which is checking running emulator instances. There is no running emulator because I was using my own. So what I'm going to do is,
I mean, yeah, you could go back into Android Studio and run it from there.
Yeah. Shouldn't take long. It shouldn't take as long as the previous time now, because it already downloaded the Gradle and all the other libraries. So it's a matter of updating and building. Okay, I'm counting on you, Android Studio. Don't disappoint me. Create Antigravity so you have a little bit more space. All right, my friend. Here we are. Let's scroll down a little bit.
Connection speed warning.
What?
It says connection speed warning, and then your Pixel 9 can charge faster on a fast charging connection.
Yeah, I know. I lost my original cable, actually, so I'm not using the fast charging one, which is a bit sad. Okay, so I'm running. Fingers crossed. We've seen here on the build Gradle that we have all the, you see it, knowledge cutoff. We are actually on 34.8, I think. 0.9. But I'm not going to update this now. Okay? Something happened. Let me inspect the code while it's building. So we have model, and we have a task with title, priority, due date is completed, and user ID. Great. The main activity launches the task list screen, which seems to be, so it didn't implement the add task screen. And it doesn't seem to have a view model. Where is the view model?
I saw something like, view model, line 47.
Yeah, but it's still building. Can't click on it when it's building. I'm just interested in seeing, okay. So the files are appearing as we speak. Nice. Launching on devices. What is wrong here? Something is wrong. Fail due to?
Could not be installed. Install verific timeout for? What's the problem?
I don't know. It asks to sync again. Oh, Android. So here's something that I'm curious about. We don't have an add task. So how will I test everything else if I cannot create a task?
I don't know. Just go into the database.
I'm gonna do that now. Oh, I did not finish. Yeah, I did. Okay. Firestore. Nice. Actually, I need my user's ID first. Who am I? What day is today?
It's February 10. So yeah.
Oh, it's the egg and the chicken all over again. Remember 1 hour and 40 minutes ago when I say, what happens if we finish too soon and time left?
I know. Project update recommended and IDE error. Well,
not now. I will take a look in all of these warnings, and I will run the agents for accessibility and all of that, and then commit this code after the episode sometime this week. Right now, I just want to see working.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do that. I mean, like, do you think that it will be able to run this either on an emulator or on your phone in the next couple of minutes? Because, I mean, what we can also do, next time we can start with you showing this application running on your device, and then once we've got that, we can go into building lists.
Yeah, apparently it says it's a build. Yeah, okay, it's building. You see?
Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, can I do one thing? No, I'm not gonna. Of course. I was gonna like put my ID on your task. Edit my user on your task just so I can actually.
We can do that. We can do that.
User ID. So what we're gonna do is go here, and Peter had created a task. Implement new SKU, push up code. Oh, I guess that's the one. No. Commit code, build for Android.
Yeah,
so here
that's the one.
Here, and I'm gonna edit this.
So it should disappear from my it disappeared from my simulator just now. And now it should appear on yours.
Let's see. Oh, I lost it here. Example.
We can't see it on screen, by the way.
Wait, where is it? Oh, it's crashing.
Oh no.
Not an easy day, but it's probably crashing because it's fetching the thing now. Yeah, you see?
Could not deserialize the object.
So the object does not map to the same object that you did on Swift.
Okay, so but we can fix it in a database.
We can. So let me task ID, title, priority, date.
Oh yeah, because you've got an enum. So if you just delete the priority field altogether. No, in the database.
But then, okay.
Yeah.
The date. Delete field here. Okay. Let's see if nope.
And nope.
Nope.
Did it crash again?
Again. Any crashes?
Then I assume it's going to be an integer, right?
Let me see. I think the timestamp maybe.
Do you think so? I mean, these are Firebase timestamp.
Yeah, but this is not a Firebase timestamp. That's, I think, yours.
Okay, I mean, go ahead and delete them.
Everyone watching the live stream, don't do it on a production app. Bad idea. Okay. That's very...
Okay, I mean, that's all you need. Like, is it done and what is it, right?
Yeah.
And
two object, convert being, could not find a enum value of priority. Maybe this isn't the service.
Yeah, so maybe, well, how about you go back into the database and add a new field for priority and just set it to 0.
Cool.
No. Don't change the user ID. Add a new field.
What am I doing? I'm getting nervous. Priority,
integer. Yeah, number, I guess.
Yeah, 0.
And then 0.
Add. Nope.
Nope.
Oh, what now? What was the problem now? Still priority. Can't find a num value for value high.
So if you go into the data model and we look at the value for priority.none, what is it?
It's
to what? I mean, to what does that translate?
to none as a string, probably.
You think so? I mean,
Oh,
I have
and
no idea.
constant ordinal 3.
It's an ordinal 3, and what is high?
2, 1, 0.
0.
No value of priority.
So if you change that to, let's say, if you change it to 1, and then it comes back saying, I couldn't find a value for high, sorry, for medium.
Okay. Let's go to the end and let's open again. So it is now different error.
Still
no,
high.
it's too high.
That is really interesting.
It's really weird. Really weird. Well, I'm gonna have to explain with AI. I'm gonna have to fix this and push the fix without editing the database, because once again, everyone, this is not a good practice. Don't edit your database to make your client work.
But why? So it says we don't have a string.
Database, the value high. Yeah.
Or did you?
How to fix it?
I mean, are there any other items in the database?
No.
That are assigned to your user?
No. Have the mapping normally. And type high instead of high. Let's try to add this as a string.
Okay.
Opa.
Oh.
Not this. Let's see. It crashed, and that's it. I'm gonna fix it.
Okay, so we'll end on a cliffhanger. So everybody can now have a think about what is the problem, why did it not map, and will Marina come back and say, it was a very simple fix, and I fixed it in 1 minute.
It probably will be the case, but I promise, before we jump into to-do lists in the next episode, I'm going to tell everyone what this crash is about and show the Android app working. That's my 2 promises for the next episode.
Amazing. Well, Marina, stuff like that happens all of the time. So that's part of doing live streams.
Yeah. I'm gonna go cry a little bit after this.
Oh no, don't do that.
I'm joking. It's a joke.
All right. So for folks on the stream, we are going to be back in 2 weeks' time on March the 3rd. Let me just double check. Yeah, so we're going to be back March the 3rd, same time, I think, and we will announce it beforehand. And we will start with a working Android application. Marina will tell us what was the reason why it didn't work. And then we'll look into modeling lists using XCalibur or maybe Plantuml or whatever drawing tool we want to use. Or maybe we'll use mermaid diagrams. Maybe that's going to be the easiest one. And because they're text, they'll be easy to read by models. And then, yeah, let's implement lists next time and then add AI on the time after that. All right.
Cool. Amazing.
Thanks, everybody, for joining, and we will see you in the next time.